This filling system is throw motor control piston inside the cylinders. And here is check valve to close and open. Important thing is these two sensors is the bottom limit of the servo motor. We call it the filling volume 0, original place. Every time start the volume from here, and then from 50, 100, something like that, when this servo motor move up. The servo motor move up and push this liquid this way into the bottle. When the servo motor move down, the piston move down, and then this check valve open this way. This one close. The liquid flow from the container into this cylinder. So the piston move up, liquid in, move down, liquid in, and move out, liquid push out to fill. So this is the basic logic of this filling. What we need to pay attention to is one is the dripping. If this gets dripping, it means somewhere the sealing not good. The sealing not good, and the air get into this system called the dripping here. So once we got that problem, we need to check the O-ring seal, the clamp, all this, and also the check valve. This glass check valve is easy to change. Just pull the two tubes and replace with a new one. We can check later how it works. It move up to open this and move down to close. So this is check valve to open and close this liquid flow. Okay, the sensor here detects the bottles and start filling. You can see the check valve how it works, and the servo motor how it works. The liquid flow and the check valve. Filling nozzle, no bottles, no filling because this is sensor. Okay, some common issue. We just talk about the filling, the dripping. Now, no filling. Sometimes the bottle here, but no fill. That means that this sensor doesn't work. We need to check this sensor. Only this sensor works properly. It sends a signal to the servo motor to start the fill. Okay, no fill. And also function on the touch screen need to keep that on. Filling function on, and also check the sensor. The sensor, some bottles transparent, the bottles we need to adjust the sensitivity to make it work. So we talk about the sensor later. The sensor, no fill, mostly is from this sensor. And another problem is two fill, or more than two fill. That means that this sensor detects the bottle for more than one time, maybe 2 times, 3 times. keep sending signal to fill. So also need to check this sensor. The leakage from bottom, leaking from the bottom mostly means some hard stuff mixed into the cylinder to get the cylinder scratched, so the seal is not good and the liquid come out. So we need to make sure all the liquid is good, no hard stuff or something similar mixed into the liquid, and then impact the piston and the cylinder here. And also the O-ring on the piston, also the ring between these two parts, sometimes get warm. We need to replace often. There is always a range for this cylinder, so it's easy to tell. The piston moving distance decide the filling volume. How to set up the filling volume is on screen. The parameter page. Here is the filling speed. That means the servo motor, how fast it moves. Normally we keep it around 300 to or 200 to 400. This range, not too high, not too low. This is the filling volume. Every cylinder has this range. Like this one is 100. Some comes with 50. So we just need to input the volume here to get what we want. The design like this is needed 2 times to fill one filling. Means, example, 100 ml. Normally we keep this one fill 50, this one 50. Most of the time we get this one to make it fill faster. We use this one fill more than this one. 100 we use this fill 60, this one 40. Then we set the filling volume from here 60 and this one 40 to get a total 100. That's the filling speed is the servo motor speed. Filling volume is how the distance the piston move. The accuracy, the filling accuracy. First of all, we need to make sure the whole system with good seal, no air mixed into, no leaking. So that's the number one thing to make sure the filling accuracy is good. Number two, this volume related to the servo motor settings we made, but sometimes the distance. But sometimes, this volume is not a real one we can get. Example is like here we put 50, but actually maybe it's 60. Sorry, not that much. It's 51 or 2. So we need manually to adjust to get the right volume. If we want 50, maybe we need to put 51 or 52 to get 50. That's normal. It depends on the liquid. What kind of liquid? This part normally is adjustable, to make sure this one can center to center get into the bottle. The height is also adjustable. So we can tell how much we need to this nozzle get into this bottle. Mostly maybe even to the mouth is okay. Sometimes a little bit deeper into. This is the construction of the fish cylinder. You can tell from here, a piston, O-ring here to seal this part. So every time if we need to clean this, we just take off this and also this piston from a bolt inside to unscrew and take it off and clean, and then put it back. When we install it, put it back to make sure, you know, this one is up straight, not rub the inside. If this inside get rubbed, it will get leaky from here. This is the cylinder, piston, to put it back, make this all fit perfectly. Two servo motors, so they can adjust, set, and operate separately. We can only use one, or we can use both at the same time. This is a system of two separated servo motor control.